What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. Let's do some rapid fire news. And if you hear my neighbor's chihuahua in the background, I apologize. They have to be the world's loudest dog and they never let them inside. So we're going to be talking a little bit about Volante, FedNow. Now the XRP community, we're sick of hearing about this, but I just wanted to point this out for anybody new. This is the Volpe Ripple processor module. Now Volante is a tech provider. Last time I checked, they sent well over, I believe it's $2 trillion in transactions per day. And they are a tech provider connected to the Federal Reserve and a variety of other payment providers. And you can see they are a Ripple partner. Now this came out today, the Federal Reserve's FedNow RTP or real-time payment set for mid-2023 debut, taking a step towards the eventual rollout of a central bank digital currency. Talk about eventual. Hurry up. Matthew LINY sharing right here as well with Volante, US FedNow instant payments, end-to-end instant payment processing through FedNow. Instant payment service launch 2023. Next up, XRP Crypto Wolf. We have an anonymous wallet accepts 500 million XRP from Kraken Exchange. That's roughly $161 million. Throwback to 2019, where Forte, a huge gaming company, and the company Ripple form a $100 million fund for mainstream blockchain games on the XRP ledger. And who invested in Forte? Andreessen Horowitz. Now, paying attention to the world of hedge funds, especially in the world of crypto venture capital, when other VCs see Andreessen Horowitz involvement, they are much more comfortable with also investing. Ripple will provide all of the $100 million to fund developers of games with blockchain, the transparent and secure decentralized ledger behind many cryptocurrencies. So remember Forte. Next up, all related to Forte and XRP, so shared by Roth IRA, we can see Miguel Valles, formerly at Ripple as well, who is actually in charge of XRP liquidity on an institutional basis. Notice that he did move to Link2 as a COO, but then he moved jobs again, this time Forte as Vice President of Growth for the gaming company with a large spring investment to use XRP. And as Anders says, maybe he's back to his life mission of building liquidity for XRP. And notice this is a tweet that he had in 2018. Gentleman said, Miguel Valles, Lambo soon? He said, when XRP is more liquid than a G10 currency, I'll buy myself a chocolate chip cookie and get back to work. So his goal is to make XRP more liquid, not as liquid, than a G10 currency. Liquidity begets liquidity. The more liquid that XRP, the digital asset, is, the higher values it can send in a single transaction. And that's where the flywheel effect takes place. I call it a black hole because obviously we want all the money, we want all the value, but we have to start slow and start somewhere. Build that momentum. Just like Bearable Guy 123 snowball down a hill. Starts small, builds that momentum, and gets larger until it cannot be stopped. So keep an eye on Miguel Valles. We also have Roth IRA now keeping a close eye on Forte. We can see Ripple and Forte, in which they've invested together, invested $8 million into Heirloom. And we did talk about this previously, but I just want to emphasize that Forte is also involved. And also the latest vice president, Miguel Valles. And this is a no-code platform enabling firms to mint and track Web3 assets, NFTs, and verifiable credentials or VCs using the XRP ledger. So even if you don't believe in XRP right now, long-term, it is very hard to bet against it. This is a must follow. This is rippleitin.nz. Now, this gentleman was kind of going through a lot of the hype a while back. I'm sure it's already cleared up now, but a lot of people were seeing some really high volume on the XRP ledger, and this gentleman clears it up in this thread. I could just read it verbatim, but I highly recommend checking it out. This is rippleitin.nz. We also have this gentleman, sorry if I butcher your name, this is Igrog Crypto. I'm the last standing bull for XRP. However, I need to state some facts. All sites that had the glitches, let's see, or the XRP, maybe on the XRPL was deprecated or a deprecation. So what is deprecated in programming sense? And you can see this crazy glitch. Notice $342 trillion of XRP ledger payment volume. And if you want to access this website, this is xrpcharts.ripple.com. You can see right in the top left. We can see the XRP ledger payment volume and trade volume. So basically, deprecation in its programming sense is the process of taking older code and marking it as no longer being useful within the code base because it has been superseded by newer code. This code is not immediately removed from the code base because doing so may cause regression errors. Awesome, so I just learned something and this was super helpful. Thank you for sharing. Now, still on xrpcharts.ripple.com, we can see XRP ledger trade volume and then XRP ledger payment volume. You can see these two numbers. Now, going back to this video that Bull Diep shared previously, I want you to listen to this.
As of May 2022, more than 5,400 currencies have been issued and traded on the XRPL.
Over 5,400 currencies issued and traded on the XRP ledger. Now, some IOUs can be a bad thing. As David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple, has said, it can just congest the network, so it's not always a good thing. We do want real utility, and it can also inflate some crazy numbers we're looking at on other websites. Now, do I believe that XRP explodes in the future? Yes, I'm a lunatic that has done over 1,000 videos talking about this for several years. Yes, I'm a huge believer. No, I'm not in XRP for just a small 10x or something like that. I try to be conservative because nobody knows the exact future. And what I do is for long-term holds, I have my Hail Mary bag, as I've shared. Whether it's 25% or 50% of my crypto portfolio, that is long-term holds. I don't touch it. When I do talk about trades on this channel, it is only about 1/4 of my investment portfolio that I'm even bothering to trade. So when I'm looking for 40% moves, 50% moves, or 3x, 5x returns, that's only for my trading bag. When I take those profits, I either add to my US dollar bag or the bank account, or I take and recycle some of that money to improve my positions in my long-term holds, adding to my stacks of XRP, HBAR, Casper, anything that is sitting at a very low price. And of course Casper, because it is yet to rocket. I've seen other assets conservatively do a 20x, others have done a 500x in just a couple years, so I am placing my bets heaviest on the assets that are sitting at all-time low prices. And that is not financial advice. It could take months to truly vet a crypto project. There's so much that goes into it in terms of fundamental analysis, looking at social engagement and metrics, looking at the token economics or the tokenomics, looking at the team. But I am very bullish on Casper. Yes, it is inflationary, but it is a utility token. What other project has over 80 full-time employees? Most have 4 or 5 or maybe 15 employees. Casper, speaking at the World Economic Forum, has over 80 full-time employees. And Ripple, the company, is even bigger. Obviously, they've been around for a very long time, and they are going after cross-border payments initially, but as you can see, they are already diversifying into other sectors. Casper is going after enterprises. It is one of the first Layer 1 smart contract platforms that is making it easier to onboard millions of developers. We barely have any developers in the scheme of things thus far for Web3. To onboard millions of developers that know other programming languages, making crypto even more mainstream, building bridges to enterprises, just like Ripple the company is building bridges to the banks and financial institutions. Also on Casper's YouTube, keep an eye on the future of capital markets, smart financial contracts, even smart NFTs. And if you haven't heard of that, go check this out. Compared to Ethereum NFTs like the ERC 721s or 1155s, we can see right here, CEP 47 NFT standard, coming to Casper with smart NFTs. Speaking of NFTs, we have Formula 1 files trademarks related to NFTs and crypto. We also have CoinMe bringing Doge, ETHmatic, and more to grocery store kiosks. You can see Litecoin down there and Stellar XLM, and I know it's a good thing to lower the barrier to entry, but this is not actual utility of crypto assets at scale. Like for me, this is just a blip on the radar. And don't forget the report published by the World Economic Forum, essentially the leaders of the world, and notice that Ripple the company, Casper, a few other projects were also speaking at their annual event in Davos. They're still predicting expected date 2027, 10% of the global gross domestic product will be stored on blockchain. That is a huge amount of data. 10% of the global GDP on blockchain. And today, the world's GDP is over $100 trillion. So 10% of that is $10 trillion. Crypto today is at $1 trillion in terms of market cap, but almost 38% of that is Bitcoin and another 18% is Ethereum. And there will be others that are top performers in the future, and maybe some of them are not even in the top 100 today, and maybe some haven't even been created yet, and others have been around and they're waiting for their moment to shine. Since the beginning of Ethereum from its all-time low price in 2015, it has risen over 1,000,000%. BNB or Binance Coin has done to 7,000x, which is just crazy. Cardano, VeChain, they've done over 100x. XRP's done over 1,400x thus far. So bottom line, never say never, but also be aware that there are projects that just overnight go to zero and disappear forever. So don't put all your eggs in just a single basket. Understand that crypto is extremely risky, but there's risk in everything. The second you are born into this world, your clock is ticking. So for me, the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. And last but not least, University of Southern California has officially partnered with iTrustCapital as the official crypto platform of the USC Trojans. If you'd like to create a free account, this is linked in the top of the YouTube video description. And once you fund your account using the link below, you also get $100 in Bitcoin. And now that Hedera Hashgraph has officially been added to the roadmap to be added to Coinbase, along with Coinbase custody in the future, I'd also expect iTrustCapital to be adding HBAR alongside Aave, Algorand, AVAX, Cardano, Link, Cosmos, Curve, EOS, Litecoin, Polkadot is live for staking as well, roughly 9% APY. Solana, Stellar, Tezos, Graph, Uniswap, and Precious Metals. And this is one tool I've been using to grow my crypto 100% tax-free, 0% in capital gains. As you can see, for a Roth IRA, qualified withdrawals are tax and penalty free. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. All links can be found in my Linktree linked in the video description, and I will catch you in the next one.